There are healthy alternatives to everyday foods, and bringing these foods into the mainstream has been the Basket is Full's mission since 2015.
The Basket is Full is actually just 6 years old this year, and so we're just beginning to bring out things, whether it be food products, beverages, within the Basket is Full. I think the heart and soul of the Basket is Full is in, and I don't necessarily like to use the word educating, but informing people, letting them know about the types of things that we put into our bodies, mainly foods, drinks, and then offering all natural alternatives to those types of foods and drinks and so on. Everything we use, whether it be a coffee tree, to a walnut tree, to a plant of any sort, is an heirloom plant, an heirloom item. As I tell people as I'm demoing, they are God created. They are not GMO, they are not hybridized, they aren't touched by human hands.
Heirloom seeds come from open pollinated plants that pass on their healthiest characteristics to future plants, which prove to produce better taste and flavor.
Because natural is a word that gets thrown around very easily nowadays. But to us, it simply means that it's God created.
Their first natural product is the Per Java brand, which harvests natural coffee from their very own coffee farms in Honduras, Ethiopia, and Rwanda.
A lot of your coffees, people say it's bitter, it's acidic, or whatever. A lot of that comes from the roasting of beans. You can get a lot of your bitterness and acidic taste from that roasting.
Once harvested, the green coffee beans are imported into the facility in Lincoln. Processing managers look through each load and go through a careful process to roast them correctly to maintain their nutrients.
That process uses a green coffee bean. So there's never any heat put to that product until someone would purchase it, add it to hot water. There is virtually no bitterness, no acid in that, because it's a green coffee bean. When coffee is roasted, they say that there are 2 cracks that a coffee bean will go through. And that is timed, that is recorded, so everything is done. We micro brew our coffees. Now, again, our coffees are grown the way coffee was originally discovered, shaded by larger trees. So our coffees the majority of them are shaded by fruit trees, bigger than coffee trees. Coffee trees will grow 6 to 8 feet tall. So they're shaded by larger fruit trees. Fruits fall to the ground, they don't get harvested, they decompose. As they decompose, the coffee tree's root system is going to pick up nutrients from those fruits. There are 104, 108 nutrients that the vitamins, minerals that the body needs on a daily basis. All of our coffee trees, wherever they're grown, every coffee tree, we test the soil. I believe we stand at around 60, 65 of those nutrients, minerals, vitamins that are in the soil around every one of our trees. And they're going to pick up a very subtle undertone of that fruit flavor. We can test the DNA of a tree the same way you and I can have our DNA tested. And so we can find out whether trees are heirloom, 100% natural trees. And that's why we get those out of there. They have, if you compare English walnuts, American walnuts, black walnuts, from anywhere, from any company, the black walnut is going to have the most nutritional value. And then it will also have the most if it's an heirloom tree, 100% natural. So I have 10 Hy-Vee stores in the Omaha surrounding area, 2 natural grocers, and 4 natural grocers in Iowa. So, and I just kind of keep track of all those stores, along with doing our demos, which we have gotten back into after a delay through all of the health crisis. For example, last Friday, I did 2 demos on that day. Each demo can be anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So that's going to fill up a day. And then you've always got the situation where we want to build that relationship with the manager, either of the store, but probably the manager of the grocery department where the coffee is, the health market manager, because a lot of times our coffee grounds and beans and even our walnuts are found in the health market in particular stores. Well, as we've said, the sky's the limit, really. It really is truly the limit. Obviously, the pandemic has made us pivot many times. But I think probably two things, in my opinion. And that is expansion, maybe three things. Expansion of product, okay? But you have to be careful with that. Because we do have 23 products out there now. Not all in all the stores. Expansion of product, expansion of stores themselves. When the pandemic hit, the two retailers we were in basically shut us down because our demos had to stop, which was, we understood, okay? But they basically controlled that, so to speak. We couldn't go into the stores and talk with people and that sort of thing. So not only expansion of products, but expansion into more stores. But to build that customer base, I think it all goes down to the building of relationships. Yeah. Whether I walk into a retail store, whether it be the store manager, the grocery manager, whoever it might be, I want to build that relationship with them. So we both understand each other. And I think with that, if you can build that relationship of trust, that helps build that customer base.
But the company is helping in more ways than just providing whole foods.
Java Tops is something, a program within the company.
Their program, Java Tops, is a high school scholarship program where students open a savings account to fund their education. After they graduate, the company will match their amount to pay for college. The Per Java brand is available in over 18 Hy-Vee stores ranging from Colorado to Iowa, including 10 different locations in the Omaha area.
I truly believe we have to do our hardest to eat properly, to drink the things that are proper, stay away from chemicals and processing and all that sort of thing. There's no limit to what the basket can do in the future. It is.